And you mentioned one thing that you had to go home with thoughts and a lot of emotions, and it reminded me of something that throughout the day, throughout the day of work, we hear a lot of these instances. How do you discharge out of this negative emotions or thoughts? What do you do to discharge?
Even if you switch on social media or the big news, BBC, Sky, whatsoever, the negative aspect, the bad feelings are all their headlines. Sort of, I guess I would dare to say that they get the profits by putting on these negative feelings, you know?
Yeah.
So the moment that you appreciate those even little things, you go home and you find your kids happy. They come in front of me full of health, full of energy. For me, that's a big bonus. And to thank God that we survived another day. I went home, I have good food to eat, there's my family, we're going to spend some time together, and then we'll go to rest, and tomorrow up for a new day. Sports is really, really important as well to boost energy, so that when you have all these type of negative thoughts going on, you need that adrenaline, you know?
Yes.
So if you go for a long walk or you go to the gym or you do this and that, but you need to find something in which it's not just, I'm a Man United supporter and I'm proud of that, but you're just standing still there or sitting on the sofa. You're not wasting any sort of energy. So the moment, especially early in the morning, I find it the best thing. You go for a long walk, you know? And you go to have a wash, you put on your clothes, and you know that you're going to start a new day, afresh. For me, that's the best thing, how I approach a typical day.
It's sort of you're priming yourself for the day.
Definitely.
It's important to have these kind of strategies because it's and it doesn't have to be a long vacation. Sometimes,
no,
as you're mentioning, little moments during the day that helps us regain our center of gravity, sort of the little things, and which sometimes pass under the radar. You mentioned, and I appreciated this quite a lot. You mentioned that you take a wash, you put your clothes on, which
simple
is
things.
Very mindful.
Simple things.
So you're mindful that you're dressing yourself, that you're keeping yourself clean. That is mindfulness.
Imagine the moment you or another person, or even a person you don't know, standing, lying in a bed. He can't even wash himself. He can't even help himself to eat. So the moment that I'm moving my body or doing whatever I want to, or that I can go for a walk, I can go for a jog, I can go to meet those people, I can go switch my car and I go there and do this and that. I mean, nothing in particular, but these type of little things, the past couple of years, I really started appreciating them. Even when it was COVID, the moment that we couldn't meet our loved ones, I mean, there was that distance, you know. Even how come I can tell at that moment in time my kids were very young. Listen, you can't go and see your grandpa or grandma, you know. So these type of silly little things, if I can put it this way, I appreciate them a lot. Nowadays.
Very true.
There was a time when I was younger, when I wanted to this and that, I wanted to own this and that. Nowadays, if you see my social media, if you see my Facebook, I don't put any uploads. I'm not against it. I don't feel any pressure of being lacking behind, you know. But for me, it's living the moment, living the moment with my loved ones. Maybe I should bring on my mobile every time I take photos. There's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong, but I would prefer to live the moment. My memories are all in here, you know.
And it's very nice to hear, and it's especially the importance of a good support system. Being it friends, being it family, it's important to have some sort of support system, people who can support us, even not necessarily in difficulty, but people who can support us, give us good energy, positive energy, because we need that to as you said, we're surrounded by negative news. The human brain is wired to think negatively, so it can protect us from any harm. So we are wired to think that way. So it's very nice and relieving to have a good support system, people who can fill us back up with positive energy.
Yes.